Good morning. So today, it's been technically 24 hours of me doing my self-concept affirmations, and it's so crazy. So I have some things to talk about. First of all, I'm surprised at how quick it went. When I try to affirm for other things using a counter, like a counter on my app, the phone app, I was like, it's a chore. It's a chore. I don't like it. But I started pacing around my apartment, and I would just click and be like, I am gorgeous. I am so amazing. I am so rich. I'm a powerful manifestor. I get everything I want. And it's like before I knew it, I had 3,333, which was, I split it up into 3 days so I could try to see if I could get 10,000 in 3 days. And I'm telling you, that shit was so easy. I must really love myself. I must just love worshiping myself because it was fucking easy. Not only was it easy, it was fun because normally when I affirm, I also keep it to one subject and I like recite and repeat the same affirmation over again. So I'm not really doing that in this one. I'm like, if my mind brings up a topic that I really need to work on, like say money, I'll just let my mind go there and I'll be like, I'm so rich. I always have money. I've always had money. I've always been a millionaire. I've always been rich, right? I always have perfect money mindset. Like I'll let myself kind of drift into whatever topic my higher self really wants me to talk about. So this challenge, super fun. Not even a challenge. I found this girl on Facebook and she wanted a manifestation buddy. And I agreed to try it out. I don't have the best luck with women. No. When it comes to manifesting, I've seen so many jealous girls in the past, and so I don't know, but she did end up reaching out, and she was like, I'd really love a manifestation buddy, so we'll see. Depends on where your mindset is. Do you think that you can ride a magical unicorn tomorrow? Because if not, we can't be friends. Like, if you don't think that the craziest shit can go down in your life, like, we can't be friends, okay? So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try like a friend, see how that goes. I don't do friends, guys. I'm pretty much a loner. And it's like, it's a sad thing, but it's also not. It's like I love my alone time. I love being alone. Like I love just being by myself, really. Some people think that that's unhealthy. I think it's like extremely healthy. You know what's unhealthy? Wanting to claw some bitch's eyes out. That's unhealthy. So I decided instead, just women and I don't jive well. And I will instead just be alone with like me and a fruit fly. And that's fine. So anyway, she asked me to be a manifestation buddy on this journey because I posted in this Facebook group that I was doing a 3-day self-concept challenge and see if anybody wanted to do it alongside. I meant like on their own though. I meant independently. I don't think that she thought that. Anyway, she friended me and we'll see what happens. But yeah, so okay, it was really crazy. I seriously did my first affirmation, my first 15 minutes yesterday. And not even seconds after I did it, I got this email that said I got like a freebie from Amazon. Like I had a free $6 voucher or something for like a free movie, and I was like, oh my god, so fun. I really wanted to get this movie, but I was like, I'm not paying for that. Anyway, so I was like, it's an email, and then something told me not to put my password and shit in that, so I was like, I'm just gonna go on Amazon and find out if I really do have this voucher. And I went on there and I had to contact customer service because your girl tried to scam me. Yeah, no, I do not have a $6 voucher. Pretty pissed, but it was birds before land. It was something that the universe was showing me in the past. I would have believed like I don't deserve good things and it would be too good to be true. So what happened was I got into the mindset of abundance and the universe had to show me that. But because my old programming had been, we have to filter that out, right? There's a little bit of a delay. At least this is my limiting belief. My limiting belief is that the subconscious is a printer. And if you have a lot of shit lodged up there about, well, yeah, I get good things, but it's always taken away, it has to play itself out in the 3D. So the printer started feeding paper through the feeder, okay? When I finally did the self-concept affirmations. So it was basically, I was seeing it like, oh wow, okay. I normally had an assumption that I could get good things, but it would immediately be taken from me, and there it is. That was proof. So it was crazy. And then I did another 15 minutes of my speaking, and wow, I got another freebie from my Comcast too. So I'm like, okay, I think that one's legit. I think so. But yeah, I got 2 freebies in one day, and that's like never happened, but whatever. You can't really call the first one a freebie. You can call it a phishing scam, but you can't call it a freebie. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep affirming. I'm having a really good time with this. I feel kind of weird, and I'm going to tell you, I started noticing the person that I'm trying to manifest. His energy's around me so much more than it was, because when I got into that higher state of consciousness and I started like practically worshiping myself, that's what it feels like. And I love it. I'm here for it. I'm like, girl, you are gorgeous. Like, you are rich. You are amazing. You are that bad bitch. And I truly felt it as I was saying these affirmations. And it's like, if you focus on you, other people have to as well. So all of a sudden I started feeling a lot of energy from him and someone else that's in my orbit as well. Actually, about 4 people that I psychically can pick up on their energies around me, which 2 of which I'm like, please, good riddance. But the man I'm trying to manifest, yeah, he was talking to me telepathically a lot more than normal. A lot more than normal when I was doing these self-concept affirmations. So I can feel the energy stirring up a lot. It's not the intention, but it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. When you love yourself, others do too. When you think of yourself highly, others do too. And by the law of thought transmission, if I think I'm worthy of love, everyone will think that of me as well. But right now I'm still kind of in that transition period. So I don't believe it just yet that others outside of me think I'm worthy of love 100% yet. I don't think so. I think that of me, and I think maybe a couple people here and there do, but it's not like swarmed my subconscious yet where I think that everyone loves me. No, I don't think that yet. That would be really nice. I think that'd be incredible. I think that's what like nirvana would be, right? Paradise, like no trolls, no anything. Everybody just loves you all the time. And they're just kind, and the comments are always sweet, and you get what you want. And I also noticed something. I don't actually do self-concept affirmations ever. That's a problem. That's like a big thing, guys. It really should be 80% self-concept, 20% trying to affirm for someone else, into your life. Like, it really should be more about you than others. And I just realized, oh my God. Oh, yeah, I don't actually do self-concept. I'm starting to think that might be why my life was shit. Honestly, as I look at it now, I'm like, yeah, that's why my life is fucked. Right. I don't think about myself enough. I don't talk kindly to myself, and I don't say enough good things. So mentally, I'm kind of fried. Yeah, I don't feel good today. Can't tell why. I can't figure it out, but I thought that I'd feel better because yesterday I was on such a high. I felt like such a high, like such a buzz, because I was so, kind to myself and stuff. But today it's like there's so much resistance. I just even kind of feel sad. I feel like I'm psychically picking up on other people's energy around me that are sad they don't get to be with me anymore. Because again, there's this one guy that I'm breaking it off with, and that's tough. That's the hardest thing I think I'm ever going to do in my entire life, is end things with this guy that I very much love, and he loves me, and I don't want to break it off, but you have to. It's like I'm trying to manifest somebody new. So this guy is basically birds before land. As much as I think he's amazing and perfect, it's like, no, I want what I want. And so, because yesterday I flooded my subconscious with, I am that bad bitch that always gets what she wants, now the universe is like, okay, prove it. Prove it. You just spent 3,000 affirmations telling us that you think you're worthy of being a goddess. Prove it, and leave things behind that are not unconditional love and they won't serve you. Prove it then. Tell us you deserve the very best, not second place. And so I had a crying situation yesterday. I don't want to leave it. But it's complacency. This relationship is just complacency. It's like a placeholder. I think so many of us, we don't feel worthy. We don't feel worthy of the very best, right? Like really, that person, some of you even want to manifest celebrities. Like some of us don't feel like we're worthy of that. Or your twin flame or your soulmate or whoever. We are so worthy. We've been worthy. I've been worthy my entire life, but I've always settled. And so one of the things that I've realized with men is like I get involved with guys who are so emotionally unavailable to a point where it's like they're already with somebody. Or, they purposely are married to work, and then I stay so long in that connection because I don't really want to be prioritized. I don't really want to be called 24/7. I really don't want to go on a million dates, and I really don't want to be in a relationship. That's what it used to be. But then last night, I realized oh my God, the reason I'm single as a Pringle and I love my independence so much is because I never affirmed that I was worthy of having a full-on commitment with somebody. Like, I don't even do commitment. I don't do commitment. I love to be as free as a bird. And it's weird because even my YouTube career, that's something else I noticed, I haven't even affirmed for success. Like, I haven't even flexed yet. I haven't even fucking tried. I might have put a lot of energy, blood, sweat, and tears into my videos, into my gifts, and becoming a very powerful psychic, but it does not mean yet that I've actively participated in manifesting my YouTube success. So that was another thing too. It's like, holy shit balls, man. I've never really affirmed for a loving partnership. I've never really affirmed for commitment in YouTube and committing to this path, right? I've never really committed to working for the collective. I've never really committed to my health all the way. I always go like half in, half out. And I realized yesterday, the fuck is my problem? Half in, half out. That's 50. That's like lukewarm. I don't want that. I don't want that. I just wanted to be single and free and unencumbered and like detached from everything, person, place, don't even have friends. Zero responsibility. That feels good. I like that. I like that freedom, right? Most people do. But there's also got to be it's got to be blended with a little practicality. A little commitment never hurt anybody. Committing to oneself certainly didn't. Committing to these affirmations certainly didn't hurt me. It helped me. I feel it's very much helping me. Committing to a man wouldn't hurt me. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of realized that I've just always seen myself as like that girl who will just be alone forever and doing things that other people won't do. Like a very minimalist lifestyle, vlogging about my YouTube, or about my spirituality and stuff. I do things that other people won't do, but it's like, maybe I want to be normal. I don't know. Maybe not normal. I don't want to be normal. I just want to be committed to something. So this really showed me that I'm not even committed to myself. It was that easy for me to speak to myself positively for hours yesterday. It was so easy because I applied myself. But why couldn't I apply myself before? Why did it have to get to such murky shit waters for me to even want to do this challenge on my own accord? Why did it take that long? It's a self-love issue, I feel. Anyway, I'm definitely at one of my lower points ever. Which is weird because yesterday I was doing so fine. But it's like my subconscious is finally accepting these confirmation affirmations, and it's like it's working. I know it's working because people tried to trigger your girl yesterday. Like they were trying their best to be fucking trolls coming out of under a bridge. And I admit I took the bait a couple times. But then I had to remind myself, I keep putting myself in that reality, right? I'm reality shifting enough to speak from the end, right? Live in the end by saying like, I am powerful. I'm a businesswoman. I'm well respected. I'm mature. I'm committed. Right? All these things, but then like you have to almost prove it in a way. It's like you don't have to prove it, but you will see the universe start to show you things that are like, hello, hello. You see that glaring issue, right? Fighting with trolls, honey. That's something a goddess would not do. Fix your shit, Jenna. So I am so tired of seeing everything I have to fix today. And I now see why people do not want to do affirming, like why people get so caught up in like, okay, I'm done. Like, it was great. But then like everything in the 3D shifts so fast. And then you're like, okay, I'm done. Bye. Never mind. Yeah, I get it. It's like the universe is showing you, this is old self. This path is new self. But if you want to be new self, like you got to get your shit right, okay? Go to Jesus. I cannot even like anticipate what's going to happen for day 2. Like day 1 was already pretty intense. I just realized like I don't like commitment. I don't even like committing to myself. It's really sad. That's why my life is so wishy-washy, like back and forth. Like, yeah, sometimes I have really great things happen, but then I'll lose it. And it's because when you're 50-50, you know, the universe is going to reflect that. Like, you think you're worthy of something, then you're going to have to affirm that you are. You're going to have to believe that you are. You're going to have to not affirm. You're going to have to assume that you are worthy. It's not really called law of affirmation. It's called law of assumption. So you have to start assuming that you're worthy. And it's like my subconscious believes me when I say I'm a goddess and I'm worthy. So why are you living such a shit life? I don't want to answer that question. There's only so much paper in a journal and time in a day. I don't really want to answer that question. Why am I living a shit life? It's actually not been shit until now. It's not actually been bad. Like I actually liked being alone. I actually liked being divorced and single for 4.5 years. I actually liked just having guys to talk to, but like never have to commit, right? I don't know you, like I'll know you a couple months and then that's it. Like I liked being able to feel free. I wanted to feel free. I didn't think that you could feel free in commitment. I didn't think that commitment equaled freedom. So that's something else I really need to start learning, is that if you want to be in a connection and a commitment with somebody, like make sure it's someone who makes you feel free to be you, right? And I guess I never assumed men could make you feel free. They always like imprisoned you or made you feel like you owed them something. Yeah, like quid pro quo, like I'll do this for you, but then you do that for me. It's like I've always just seen men like that. But again, I've always seen men like that because that's just been my assumption of how men are. Now that I'm changing the assumption to where I'm a goddess and people just want to treat me kindly for no reason at all, just because I breathe. That's it. Now my 3D world's going to reflect that. So I'm soon going to be seeing people singing a totally different tune, which I'm here for. I love it. I just don't know how to handle it yet. So if we can all find that person who makes you feel free in a connection, in a commitment, then I think that's beautiful. And I think that's what I want. And I just didn't know that I wanted that, you know? I just thought I wanted freedom so bad that freedom meant fierce independence and like, get the fuck away from me and like, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't even breathe my air. Like I thought that that's what freedom meant. So it took one day of self-concept work for me to realize like, oh shit, the reason my life is shit is because my thoughts are shit. My beliefs are shit. So a lot of it's being worked out, coming out, and it's just gonna, I think, maybe take care of itself. I hope that would be great. As long as I let it flow, you know, I don't want to hold on to any of this. So as much as I'm embarrassed by the things in my life, I want to be transparent. I want to talk about it and whatever, like let the chips fall where they may. Like, I really don't care. I really don't care how people see me. That's never been an issue. I've never really given a shit how people view me. I've always been deemed the black sheep. Like, I've always just been the loudmouth. I've always been the girl that was just different than everyone else. Like, I never really cared. And so that's not changed. I still don't care how people view me. That's why I'm very transparent about my life. But it would definitely be nice, I guess, to feel like validated in a way by my own self. Because no one external is going to validate me. I have to validate me. My pain, the programming I've believed, all these limiting shit thoughts about men, especially about money and men. Money and men for me are the two worst concepts. Like, I had such bad beliefs in both of those things. Because technically I thought the universe was like a narcissist, right? Like, I made God in my own image, not the other way around. It's like I made God in men's image and women's image and in human ego image. Like, I thought God was a narcissist who would give you something, yeah, just to take away. And so because of that, I assumed men would do the same thing, and they'd give to you, sure, or you know, on a bad day at a breakup, they'd like literally exploit you or do something stupid and blackmail you or something. You know what I mean? I've never seen just a good guy because I didn't believe that there were any good guys, and I didn't believe that the universe could literally just give to you just because. So I think this is a great self-concept thing. I'm scared about the next 2 days. I don't know if I can fucking handle it. It's like, it's gotta be a lifestyle. It's gotta be like it's like, yeah, I'm challenging myself to only 3 days, but it's gotta be an everyday occurrence after that. And it's like, wow, I don't know if I can handle the kind of change that I know is gonna come in because of this. So I didn't expect it to be this big, this profound of a shift mentally. You cannot tell the universe I am worthy of the best and then settle for second best. You can't. You can't. I tried it. I even last night, like, I was entertaining the idea of just being with this guy who, again, there's zero resistance to me being with him because I know he wants me, right? There's zero resistance. Like, I don't have to change who I am. I don't have to be more. I don't have to even get dressed up or yeah, I don't have to do that. You know, you ever have one of those like really comfort characters, right? The comfort characters that it's like, you just don't even have to try, you know? I like that. That was easy. I just assumed that to have what you really, really want, you're gonna have to work for it. But I think it's time that I work for it. And I think it's time that I get what I want. I don't want to fucking settle anymore. I want what I want, and I'm gonna get what I get, and I'm going to get what I want. I mean, it is that easy. It is literally that easy, and that kind of attitude and that kind of assuredness, a certainty, that is going to be, I think, even highlighted soon more. It's gonna be more prominent because that only took 1 day of self-concept. That only took 1 day, 3,000 affirmations, and I feel that strongly that I can get whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter if it's a flying unicorn. I can get whatever I want. Literally anything. Anyone, anything, any place, any home, any environment, any success, anything. I can get anything I want, and it only took 1 day so far. So it's bittersweet. Yeah, do you have to let shit go? Of course we do. We all have to let shit go. You have to let the old man die. I think is how Neville said it. Like, you have to let the old man die. Let the old version of you go. The old version of me that was like, I was never really wanting to commit. I never saw people in a good light, really. I always thought that they'd be the one to outdraw me. Is that? Never mind. I was trying to get that Hallelujah song. I've always been the one to shoot those who outdrew me. That's always what I've been trying to do, is like protect myself, not let people have the upper hand. And it's like, that's a really shit life. And that's sad, you know? There's just so much shadow work coming up. I see why people quit. Like, I see why people are like, oh yeah, let's affirm. And then boom, it's like all this shit comes up and then we don't do it anymore. I get it now. It's almost too much. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. This was only 24 hours and I already don't know how to cope. I'm scared. So gonna go do some shadow work, some journaling, and another thing I do want to talk about. I think so many people try to find all their like their blockages. This is a big message that I have for people who are starting their manifestation journey. Like, you're starting to really know who you are, right? When I shifted from like, I need shadow work, I need healing, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to dig, I need to find out, why am I like this? Why can't I was digging for something that could have naturally been coming to the surface if I would have just affirmed first. Like, I kept digging for like, oh, okay, why do you think I'm like this with guys? Like, I'll go to therapy for 10 years, right? But then if I do one day of affirming, everything just came to the surface for me to just purge out. Like, I didn't have to go digging for why I'm fucked up. Sadly, it just all came to the surface and I realized, oh, that's why I'm fucked up. But there's a big emphasis on shadow work. Yeah, I think that's going to be like a natural process of the healing. When you do self-concept work, it naturally remedies itself. It fixes itself. You don't have to go digging for why you don't have love. It's going to be shown to you in just plain layman terms, right in front of your fucking face. It's going to be like, oh yeah, because like, remember your ex treated you like that 17 years ago and now you have that assumption for like ever. Yeah. You don't have to go digging for it anymore. That's what's really cool. It could save you a lot of time and Kleenex in therapy. And I'm not saying don't go to therapy. Therapy's great, guys. I legit was in therapy for 10 years until I graduated it, because my therapist, I had 2 therapists actually, both of which graduated me. They were like, you don't need me anymore. And I didn't. I just needed to do self-concept work and have all that shit come up and then just see it and be like, okay, that was great. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be I did not want men to control me. Okay, great. So I'll affirm that men don't control me. I'll be free in my next relationship. I'll feel free all the time. Okay, perfect. And then that's it. That's all the shadow work that's needed anymore. So I think so many people get the process backwards. We think that point A is sit down with a journal and find out why you're fucked up. And point B is then affirm and tell yourself you're beautiful. No, it's the other way around. Affirm first, or at least have an assumption like, I am beautiful, I'm amazing. And then everything that shows you that your limiting beliefs before, it'll come to the surface for you to deal with. Naturally. I just kind of want to say it's all natural. It's a natural process. Just keep affirming. Yeah? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep affirming. And I think my timer is about to go off very soon. I got another mental repetition of like maybe 1,000 or I don't know. I don't even know. I do like 800, I think, per session or something. It's so easy. It really is easy. I actually forgot how much fun it used to be to think this positively about myself. I got in a really, really bad situation with a false twin flame about the beginning of 2022, and it just like my everything spiraled once I met him. It was so bad, and I could never be stronger than him. I could never be more powerful than him. I could never have more mental faculties activated. Like, I could never be successful. I couldn't be business savvy, funny. I couldn't have people like me. I was not allowed to have anything going for me. And so, yeah, something that changed that for me recently was meeting my real twin flame, which has changed my life for the better, literally. I mean, in only maybe 6 weeks since I've known him, my life has changed so much. Like, I believe in love again. I believe in people again. I believe in humanity again. I believe in like God again. It's fucking beautiful. It really is. But yeah, one of the things with like a false twin flame is, oh my God, you just go down, 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 down. Like, it's just bad. It's just bad. And you don't even know that you're doing it until you're like at rock bottom. You don't even know that your life has been completely overtaken by one person. Like, you don't even realize that you're not allowed to thrive. You're not allowed to shine. I wasn't allowed to make more money than him. I wasn't allowed to be pretty or funny and have friends. And yeah, it's just really sad. And I remember now how fun that used to be, to just believe that the sky is the limit and I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. I think that that's why I have this such a fear of being controlled by men again. Like that, it's so deeply intrinsic, because even in my marriage, I was abused by a narcissist for almost a decade. Like, there is just such a fear of letting somebody ever control me again, that I just assumed I'd rather be single, you know, or at least with a guy who would just give me a lot of space. But like, that's not even a relationship though. That's not, what the fuck is that? That's not anything. It's like, there shouldn't be oceans between you two, you know? It shouldn't feel like your heart is an iceberg. And I just don't want that. I guess I want intimacy, I want closeness, and I realize now that it all starts with self-concept. That work really needs to be done. And I think that's why when people in the manifestation community, they're like, oh my God, I did my self-concept work, and then boom, my SB came in, my specific person, my soulmate, whoever. That's why, because you're removing all these fucking blockages that you didn't even really know existed. Naturally, effortlessly, it's just coming out. It's just, you're seeing it and it's like, okay, bye. That's an old me. That's not me now. So it's no wonder that people say self-concept work gets them their manifestation all the time, because you're removing blockages continually. And I'm here for that. So I think that's what today is going to be about. Maybe realizing that men aren't the problem. Greedy, selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic assholes are the problem. But men, no, it's never been a man problem. It's been an ego problem, and that's where I need to really differentiate between the two. So it's never been a man problem. Real men don't treat women like that. Real men don't need to overpower and control anyone. Real men know that they just control and take power of their own life and their own self. That's it. They don't need to push a woman into the dirt in order to feel better. And so that's exactly why I was so afraid of commitment for so long. But now I'm realizing, like, it's all up here. Like, if I assume men treat me so well, that's what's gonna happen. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for today. 24 hours of this shit. It's already driving me batshit crazy. I got another 3,000 to do today. I'm already struggling. I feel like this is where a lot of people start crying and they purge, and they, like, you know, on the way to work, you pound the steering wheel and you cry for 5 minutes, and you're like, there's just so much. I keep seeing myself in that better light, that good energy for 3,000 affirmations. I'm seeing myself there, but it's like, then I have to go back temporarily, it feels, to the old and see all this shit fest here, and I'm like, I don't like that. So all magic comes with a price. You could definitely get that new reality for yourself, but you have to realize what kept you in the old. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.